Good morning. It is Sunday morning, about 9 o'clock. We've been underway about an hour, and as forecast, the wind is southish. It was straight out of the south when I first set sail, but it shifted a bit, so now it's southwest. Hold on a second. Lobster pot. So we're heading north nonetheless, and not sure where we're going to end up, of course, but southwest will do just as well as south. And currently we're in Owlhead Bay, which is a body of water between the mainland to our port west and Monroe Island to starboard, to east. And now it's kind of interesting, and there's a nice lighthouse up at the end, Owlhead Lake. In a small bay we'll go by, so we'll try to take some pictures of all this nice stuff. It's now about 10 o'clock, and we are headed up Penobscot Bay. Our next waypoint's about 8 nautical miles near the southern end of Islesboro, so which is an island, naturally enough. Once we got out of the Owlhead Bay and into open water, I became concerned with the strength of the wind, especially since I'm going downwind, and it can be quite deceiving. So what I did, and I don't think I've done this before, is I reefed the Maine, and I'm sailing under jib alone on the whisker pole. And the reason for that is if I decide I need less sail, it's pretty easy to reach the jib, and it's difficult to reef the Maine, at least quickly. In these kind of conditions, really, we have to start the engine, drop the motor, turn around, and then reef. So, and I don't think I'd be going any faster anyway, even if I had the Maine out as well. So, we're doing about 4 knots, which I'm perfectly happy with. So the ETA at the south end of Islesboro is 12:30, somewhere in there. That's the report for now. It's about noon, and we have reached the southern end of Islesboro Island. And so we're gonna go up between Islesboro and the coast of Maine, and the chart tells me that's called West Penobscot Bay. And it's 9 point something miles up to the north end of the island. The weather forecast was for well, now says 10 knots of wind. I thought that was clearly wrong, but my wind indicator tells me there's 5 to 6 knots of apparent wind, and we're doing 4 to 5 knots. So that adds up to about 10 knots of true wind. So because it's coming from pretty much straight behind us. But I've reduced the head sail even more, and I'm still doing, as I say, 4 to 5 knots. So, because I hit 6 knots once, and I said, well, that's too much. That's putting too much strain on things. Don't want to break anything, and I'm not in a big hurry. Still not quite sure where we're going to stay. There's a harbor that's on the north end of the island that does offer protection from the south, naturally enough. So we'll take a look at that. And we should be up there around 2 o'clock, a little later, and that'd be fine. I'd be ready to end the day then. But if that doesn't work, there's a couple other harbors that are a bit to the west of that, not that all that far. So there's another possibility. All right, well, we'll try to take some more pictures as we go along here. It's about 2:45, and we are, I think, securely anchored in, I didn't look at the chart. I believe it's called Turtle Bay. We'll see in a moment when I do show you the chart. So it's on the very northern end of Islesboro Island. Well, I had hoped it would provide more protection from the strong southerly breezes, but there really isn't enough height in the land to do much of that. So we're getting their full brunt, which is, well, my little handheld anemometer is telling me between 10 and 15, at ground level. So, and hopefully that will diminish some, but I've got the pop-top enclosure up, so we're protected in the cabin. All right, we'll do the chart. So we spent last night off the Muscle Ridge Channel in an island group here, basically Dix and Birch and High. We were down here. And this morning, we had south breezes all day. So we left and went out into the channel and north and around Ash Island here, and then up through Owlhead Bay, where we hopefully got a shot of the picturesque lighthouse on this head here. And then we headed north towards Islesboro, Joins page 66B. So Owl's Head is just off the south end of this chart over in this area. Here's Rockland Harbor. And we were coming north. And so here is Rockport and Camden. And the tallest of the mountains in this range are behind Camden, really. And here's the southern end of Islesboro. So we took a slight turn when we got up here and came up, continuing north. And continued up West Penobscot Bay with Islesboro to our right and the mainland to our left. And Islesboro is about 10 miles long. And we came up and around and into Turtle Head Cove. And we're down in this end, trying to get some protection from breezes out of the south. But as you can kind of see from the contours here, this is all pretty low-lying. So, not doing as good a job as it might. So not the most picturesque harbor we've stayed in. It's not too bad, really. Well, no, it's very nice, but not the best. And as you can see, the weather has gotten a little overcast as opposed to the sunshine we had most of the day. And even though I tried to stay undercover, I see I got a little color here. The distance, by the way, but from last night's anchorage to tonight's anchorage in a straight line would have been about 23.5 miles. So not a bad day's sail on a 22-foot sailboat. I know on a, you watch those YouTube channels with the big boats, and they do that before lunch, so, but anyway, well, I guess we've got a little relaxation time coming and the sun to deal with.